Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Tales of Gracie F. On the last episode, we finally made it to Barona Castle. We've been going through these halls, taking down dudes whenever we can. We also took down Victoria, who, as you may remember, is a instructor at the Knights Academy. And we're about to take on Cedric. But before that, any inspiring words from our leader?
The throne room is just ahead. My uncle may be a coward who poisoned his own family, but he still has skill with a blade. Are we all ready for this?
As ready as they come!
Yes, may the wind guide our blades.
And you?
Of course. Let's head onward, and finish this quickly. His transformation at Wallbridge surprised me, but everything's fine now. He's back to normal again.
Hey.
Oh, sorry. It's nothing. Let's just keep going. Just know that I'll do whatever is in my power to make sure we meet your goal.
Thanks, Asbel.
Well, I can't top that. I've healed everyone up. I've got everyone to at least level 25 by going back through the halls and taking down soldiers. Let's do this, Cedric! We're taking back this kingdom!
Richard, how dare you show your face here?
So, we finally meet. You.
It's over, dear uncle. My army has the capital surrounded.
What? Is that really you?
What a stupid thing to say. I have come to avenge my father.
I am the rightful king of this land, and you will not stand in my way.
And now it's time to fight against Cedric, and this guy is no joke. When I first played this game, I had to redo this boss fight so many times, and to be honest, I was a dumb kid, and I didn't know what the hell I was doing, so, you know, I probably could have strategized better. But that's not gonna happen this time! Alright, we'll keep up the assault. I got Sheria and Pascal on healing duty, and I got me and Asbel as the offensive guys who are going to be on basically the glass cannons, trying to keep them away from our spellcasters. And hopefully this will go a lot smoother than last time. Alright, he's got his Elf. Shit! Oh, that does some damage. Alright, come on, Sheria. Do your healing thing. Yes, that's right, that's right. Man, with the way that the music is, and how bigged up this guy is, makes it sound like he's the final boss or some, like, an overworld king or something. Like King of the Underworld, kind of like Chaos from Final Fantasy. Yeah, people who know RPGs know the comparison that I'm trying to do. Alright! Yeah, jeez! One thing that makes this battle so difficult, and I didn't realize this until I started researching doing this game, is, you can't, get him in air combos, so you have to, just keep him locked down as much as you possibly can. And that's precisely what we're going to do! Double Moon! Ha! Learned that one from Sophie. Alright, alright, alright. We're doing well. We almost got our Elf, but he's almost got his again, which is not great. If I could do this in one go, I'd be so happy. I can finally get revenge for all those times you took me out. Shit! Don't die, Asbel. Don't die. Don't let him get his Mystic Art too. I kind of want to finish him off with the Mystic Art because it'll be really cool. Alright, alright, alright. Shit! Wait for Pascal, the bastard! Alright, I can do this. I've got plenty of life bottles. Stand up, Pascal! And be proud and strong today! Vertex Rose! It's over, Uncle!
I was meant to be king!
You know, I said earlier that we were going to take down a king. That wasn't entirely true. What I should have said is that we were going to take down a false king. Apologies for the misunderstanding.
No, not now, it can't be. Oh, no, and I'm finally this close.
They say a throne chooses the king who sits upon it. You cannot bargain for it, or seize it through treachery. I'm glad you were able to learn this before you died, Uncle. Oh, and also, this is for my father!
Stop, Richard! That's enough!
I've finished what I came here to do. My father died in this room. Now his soul can rest.
It seems you have achieved all of your goals, Your Highness. Congratulations.
Dallin, what's the situation?
The spies we placed in Verona opened the gates for our troops, and we entered without casualties. Only a few scattered soldiers still resist us. The city should be ours within the hour. I believe it is finally over.
No, it is not. This is only the beginning. The beginning of a new chapter in the history of the Windor Kingdom. Correct?
As you say.
Time for the coronation. The people must have no doubt that I have ascended to the throne.
Today, I reclaim the illustrious throne of this glorious kingdom. From this day forth, our land will enter a new age of prosperity. May the wind guide our blades! May the wind guide our blades!
Hey, you're back! So, are things gonna work out with the prisoners or what? You know, you could just ask Richard directly.
I think he's a bit busy right now, and, I don't really want to talk to him.
Of course, he's all kingy and stuff now, so that might be kinda tough.
Asbel Lant, His Majesty requires your presence in the throne room at once.
Thank you. I'll be right there. This might be about the prisoners. I'll be back in a bit.
Well, we accomplished our mission. So weird. Normally this would be where the game ends, but here we are, still continuing. Well, this country has gone through a few changes of leadership, so it'll take a bit to get it back on track. How are you feeling, Pascal? Catch you later! Well, that gave me much of an insight. What's wrong with Richard? Yeah, that's what I want to know. Don't worry, I'm sure you'll understand once you talk things over. That's what I'm hoping. Is there anything in this room that I can take? Nope, doesn't look like it. Well, let's not keep His Royal Highness waiting. Holy crap, we could have gone in through all of these rooms and everything. Huh, go figure. I'll probably check these rooms out eventually, but for now, I just want to see Richard. Let's see what he wants to talk to us about.
The punishment for those knights who sided against His Majesty has been decided. In his infinite mercy, the king has chosen to forego their execution.
Wait, serious?
Instead, the commanders will be stripped of their rank and titles and expelled from service.
Asbel, I summoned you here for a different reason. I have reached a decision regarding the current situation in Lant.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We still had that chestnut that we needed to sort out.
You have?
Earlier, we informed you that the Stradan military has occupied Lant's Creus mines. Because of this, our country's supply of Creus is nearly exhausted. If this continues, it will be a serious blow to our country's economy and the lives of our citizens. Such thoughts are deeply painful to His Majesty, and so he has decided to take immediate action.
What kind of action?
We will invade Lant.
Excuse me?
What? You can't! You'll initiate an all-out war with Strata! And the people of Lant will be caught in the middle!
We have sent numerous messages to the Stratans ordering their withdrawal. But they continue to cower behind their meaningless alliance with Archduke Cedric. We have also heard rumors that the people of Lant wish to break away and join Strata permanently. That is nothing less than high treason against His Majesty and his kingdom.
Can't we send, like, more diplomats or something? Offer something else in return? Isn't the first rule of negotiation to barter from a position of power? Are we in a position of power? I mean, we just got a new leader, so I don't think so, because things would be a bit confusing for the time, and you know what, I'm just boring you guys with politics. I'm gonna shut up now.
I cannot forgive those who turn against me. We will drive Strata and all who support her from my lands.
You can't be serious!
With that in mind, Asbel, His Majesty has chosen you to command the invasion force.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that'll go swimmingly.
Me?
This is a chance to both redeem your honor and reclaim your homeland. Be grateful that His Majesty has elected to be so generous, and serve him well.
You ask me to fight against my own brother? And my own people?
Tread carefully, Asbel Lant. I rule this country now. Would you defy your own king?
Richard. Your Majesty. Will you at least send me to Lant as an envoy?
Do you really think you can convince Strata to leave? As I remember, their commander is your brother, and the very man who drove you out in the first place.
Yes, thank you, Duke. Don't remind me.
Do not expect a different outcome just because you're related. Blood breeds hate as well as love. You need look no further than my late uncle to see this. You are no different. Your brother has forced you to this position, and you hate him for it.
Well, I mean, it was a dick move, but I don't hate him.
I haven't given up on repairing my relationship with my brother. Please, I beg you, give me one chance. I will convince my brother to enter negotiations.
Very well. If this is your wish, I will give you the chance.
Thank you, Your Highness.
However, time is short. You are to leave for Lant without delay.
I understand.
Your Majesty, is this wise?
He's such a kind man. It's the trait I love most in him. I must take good care of him.
Oh man, if this invasion goes through, this will be the second time a hostile takeover will happen with Lant. I mean, really cool to Stratons coming in, a hostile takeover. I mean, they seem to really want to be part of Strata now. Why do things have to be so damn complicated?
Sheria,
What is it?
is it true that the people of Lant want to secede from Windor and join Strata?
Well, I did hear a few people suggest something like that.
Sheria, you have to listen to me. Our homeland is about to become a war zone. Richard is planning to invade Lant.
No!
I'm going back to Lant. I have to convince Hubert to enter negotiations.
Well, I can't just sit around here. I'm coming with you.
Mind if I tag along as well?
Malik!
Captain Malik?
Had you not interceded with Richard, the other knights and I would have been executed.
Yeah, I know. I'm just surprised that you got here so quickly.
I owe you a great debt, and this is a way to repay it.
It'll be an honor to have you at our side. Thank you, Captain Malik.
Thank you, Captain.
Well, at least maybe I can be a better influence than Pascal over there. Hey, and you got a pretty good salute too.
I'm not a captain of anything anymore.
Oh, but you'll always be the captain to me.
You'll always be Captain Malik to me.
God damn it. Someone said, a few people in the comments have told me, man, you really say a lot of things Asbel say, and, that's not me remembering lines, that's legitimately just me just having the same line of thought. I've had that with main characters before, but this is the most, this is the weirdest one so far.
Asbel.
I think we're ready. Let's head for Lant.
I mean, hey, I'm not going to say no to becoming a Disco Knight. Malik acquired the Prisoner of War and Dismissed Captain title, and that is super important because one of those has his Mystic art on it. So, let me take a look. Is it the Prisoner of War? Yeah, it is. What do you get on here? Ooh, Rock Lance. I'll be sure to switch over to that when we get the chance. But yeah, Prisoner of War will be our equipped title for the meantime. Also, now that we can enter into these rooms, some of them, I believe, have items in them. So you know what that means. We'll be going to be spending a little bit of time going through the rooms, speaking to people, and seeing what we have. Also, random chef. I may have been a knight once. I don't know, he's Italian, I guess. But I'm just a simple cook now. I was known as the Italian soldier before, but now I'm the Italian chef. Ironically, I only know how to make Thai. That was a terrible Italian accent. I apologize to any Italians watching this. There's never a lack of work to do in the castle. The place is always so cluttered. Certainly is a big place, but unfortunately, I can't help you with that because I got very important envoy stuff to do. I have been asked by Duke Dalen to aid Richard however I can. Well, make sure you take care of yourself because he seems a little bit stressed out recently. I think that's the best way to put it. Man, there's so many doors. Now I'm just thinking about how many different hallways with doors I can go into. Let's see, do you guys have anything interesting to say? La la la, hum-dee-dum-dee-dum. Cleaning is so much fun. Well, maybe you can share your enthusiasm with the maid next door. Duke Dalen has asked me to handle some of the castle's affairs. Man, we're getting a whole bunch of random people to help out Richard. I mean, I guess he's young, so He'll need a little bit of guidance from his elders in order to steer him in the right direction. I'm just getting flashbacks to when I was a Lord in Lant. At the tender age of 18, no less. Probably wasn't the best idea, now that I think about it. Hey, you're still here. Things are looking pretty hostile around here, Zeus. At least you can read the atmosphere. Do I need to get a steel bladerang? Oh, no, I don't. Okay. Captain Malik has that covered. You know what? While we're here, I'm going to do this very quickly. Ooh, I can make knight armor? You know what? Yes, please. Might as well. But no, I wanted to do this. Let's see. So, on the steel bladerang, it is a hard quality, which means if we get an equal hard quality, mine wouldn't be so good with you, Captain. Let us... Seriously? Is that the only hard one I've got? Damn it. We'll give you, resist. Actually, that's terrible. Can I give you... Yeah, I'll give you grand. Yet I'll raise your physical attack. That'll work out for now. Cool. And you know what? In honor also of you, Captain, and since it's been a while since you've been in the party, you can take the lead. I've mentioned before that I really like Pascal, but I also really like Captain Malik too. I just like... I'm always a sucker for the stoic, you know, the person, the instructor, the mentor who has like loads of years under his belt, and he's like, you know, kind of old. Some of them are like, I'm too old for this, and is there no other rooms in the castle? Huh, maybe not. Maybe I just need to exit the castle. I was kind of hoping there would be some more rooms or something. You know what? I'm not going to spend too much time wasting just walking around trying to find rooms, so I'll cut to it if I find anything. But before that, hello there, little one. Even beautiful castles like this wind up turning into battlefields sooner or later. How astute of you, young child. Kind of a long corridor, isn't it? And a real bed to keep clean, let me tell you. Wait, are we getting children to... You know what, Richard's in charge. I'm not going to question him right now because he's a little bit cranky. But we might need to talk about that because that sounded super shady. Alrighty then, I did my once over the castle, and, well, in all honesty, I couldn't find anything else in terms of items or any other rooms that we haven't explored before. And to be honest, if I have missed something, it's not going to be anything important. There's no, like, books or anything that I need to pick up, so I'm just not going to worry about it. However, I am going to worry about missing this character skit.
We've traveled all around Windor and haven't seen any sign of your home, your family, or even your friends.
That's okay. As long as I have you and Sharia and Pascal, I'm happy.
But...
Aw, you're such a good kid, Sophie.
well, it's true that she never hides her feelings, so... I guess we can assume she means it.
Man, we're the bestest friends ever, huh? Now how's about a quick touch to celebrate? No.
We can assume she means that, too.
Verdict is still out on the touchy-touchy and grabby-grabby, Pascal, but I'm surprised you're not even more happier that Sophie now acknowledges you as someone that she actually likes. It's kind of nuts when you think about it. Alright, so, now that that is done, it's time to start heading out on the big old road back to Lant. I'm gonna miss Verona. You know what? How about a nice pop for the road, lady? That coronation was really something, and King Richard is such a hunk. Were you watching it, Asbel? I mean, I sure was, but, one, you're not talking to Asbel, and two, I would call Richard more of a pretty boy than a hunk. Now, Captain Malik, now that's a hunk of man right there. Thank you. I mean, come on, look at this guy. He's got that sexy cologne that's part of his equipment, and... I don't know, he's just got that manliness aura to him. Man, Now that I think about it, considering I keep on talking about both of the guys, Malik and Richard, in such high regard, makes me wonder why I'm not commenting more on the ladies. Although, I guess I've said I like Pascal, so there you go. That's gonna be the end of that conversation topic.
If you don't mind my asking, sir, what do you think of what Richard said?
It's logical. If Strata withdraws, things should settle down in Windor.
I just feel like I don't understand what he's thinking anymore.
There's no denying that His Majesty has changed, but don't look to me for answers.
I'm sorry, Captain. I guess I was out of line.
You've graduated from me, Asbel, and you should know that I'm certainly no great champion for you to rely upon.
But as far as I'm concerned, you'll always be the captain.
Then at least stop looking up to me, and look me eye to eye instead.
Captain. Understood.
Man, I really love this dynamic between Malik and Asbel. I mean, Malik still has the whole, you know, instructor thing going on with his character arc. However, that's mainly been done in the past when, you know, Asbel was part of the Knights Academy, and now they're just sort of buddies. I mean, he's still a teacher to Asbel and someone with way more experience than him, but it's just nice to see that it's not just the typical, you know, student-master relationship. I really like it when characters grow up with their masters and then, you know, learn from them and then get to the same level as them and then they become, you know, partners, and I think that's really cool. Anyway, I was just dropping off a few things that I didn't need anymore, as they could be put to better uses, such as the requests. And this seems to be the big one that we need to do. Knights Academy Cadet. Oh no, I lost my Windor's military history textbook somewhere on my way back from Lant. If you find it, you'll have to find it or I'll fail the test. Well, whose fault was that, buddy? Jeez. Well, we're on the way to Lant right now, so I guess we can keep an eye out just in case we happen to come across it. Oh jeez, why don't people just take better care of their things? You know what? Hang on, give me a second. Is there anything in the bar right now? I don't think there is, but you know what? Let's just pop in and say hi. See what's going on. What's the news, Barmaster? The Knights are among our most regular customers. I occasionally have Malik fill in behind the counter. Hopefully he'll be up again for it soon. I mean, you can ask directly to my face, considering I am Malik. Staring at you. Probably very intimidatingly. Okay, well. What's goings-ons, guys? Or what's the goings-ons, I should probably say. What we all feared is coming true. Did Cedric really wish for this? Wish for what? What, you mean war? I mean, I didn't know the guy for that long. In fact, I only saw him the one time, but I don't really understood what his policies were. I just sort of followed Richard because he said it was bad, and we were friends. Hey, don't stare at me like that. You're making me nervous. It's not my fault people call me by my title, so what if I spend a lot of gold in the shops? Oh, you're a tipster! Oh, jeez, I read that as something very different for a split second. I mean, can you blame me? The way you're dressed is very revealing, and I know I shouldn't assume, but come on, the weather's not even hot here. I imagine it's pretty windy, now that I think about it. Jeez. You know what? Very quickly, there's one more thing that I want to do. It's the most nothing thing ever. However, I've passed by it a few times, and I think it's the only building of its kind in Barona. At least from what I remember. But I think if we go over here... Yeah, right next to the Royal Sanctuary, we got the one residence house in the entirety of Barona that we can go into. So, I just wanted to see who was in here. The Knights are people that protect the king, right? So then, what's a coup? You're a little young to know that word. Ask your mother when you're older. I hope they made something neat to commemorate the new king. What, you mean like a statue or something? I mean, I guess we can do that. If the economy allows it. Well, hello there, your timing is perfect. I've made far too much pie dough, and I need to get rid of some of these ingredients. Help yourself. Aha! Totally what my plan was. Worth it coming here. Don't ever trust my... don't ever judge my... Trust my... What am I trying to say? Don't ever diss my judgment ever again. Sure, let's go with that. Oh, man. Well, that's it. We're going to be done with Barona for a little bit. So it's time to head on out to Lant. And hopefully, we'll actually be led in by Hubert and the Straton accompaniment that he has with him. Accompaniment. The Strata military that came with him. There. I swear I know big words, guys. I swear. What have you got to say? When the coup took place, I really didn't know what was going to happen. Well, now you know, little lady. Prince Richard is now on top of the throne as the new master of this land. And long may he reign, with hopefully a non-iron fist. Although, I guess the jury is a little bit out on that one. Ah, jeez. Alright. There's no point thinking about it anymore. This is the boarding dock for the ferries between Barona, Lant, and Grailside. Oh, you opened up to Grailside now. Neat. We'll be departing shortly. I don't believe I have to go to Grailside for anything anytime soon, so thankfully I'll be saving some money for that trip. Also, at this point, the turtle transports are also available to us, so that'll be good for trekking around also. Man, this game really loves its animation of the boat leaving the port. Onwards to Lant.
Captain, what are you doing out here?
Just thinking back on my old life as a knight. On all the lives I've saved and taken. It's quite a tally.
I'm sure it is.
I'm only now realizing that being a knight means taking more lives than saving them. Lives are more than numbers, of course. But many who I killed were fighting only to save someone else. And if I atone for my sins by protecting those whom they sought to save, it'll undoubtedly bring misfortune down on another. Such a vicious cycle. I wonder if we'll ever break free.
Sorry, Captain. I think that's a little bit too deep for me to think about. I'm just trying to do the best I can.
Do you think it's even possible?
Who knows?
Well, let's not think about it right now. Let's just enjoy the view. Man, talk about reusing your locations and assets. I mean, what is this, the third time we've been here? I'm gonna go and do some business over by the turtle store, so just give me 1 sec. Alright, that takes care of my business. Let's head out to East Lant High Road. And while we're on this high road again, I think it's about time that I talk about a mechanic in this game which I recently discovered, which I never used during my first playthrough of this game. And you know what? I'm an utter idiot for never using it, because when people were talking about this game's combat system, a lot of people were saying, not just in comments, but just from people that I, talked to online and friends, they were saying, oh wow, this game's, I remember it having one of the best combats in Tales games, and I went, really? Huh, I don't remember anything outstanding from it. The two things that I'm going to talk about in terms of combat is this right here. This is a good example on Sophie. She has Asbel's Sword Assault and Richard's Rapier Rush moves Actually, I think they're both from Asbel, maybe. Sword Assault, definitely. Sword Assault is the move that Asbel does when he uses his B-Art, when he draws the sword out and he does the slash. And not just Sophie, but other characters, even Richard, he was using the Flash Kick, or the Double Moon Assault, whatever it was called, from Sophie. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, I love moves where you take things from other characters, and then you incorporate them into their own movesets. And then the other thing that I've been wanting to mention, because I want to mention that I know how to do it, and I've just been doing it every so often, is if we go here, on certain titles, especially on move adept titles, you can change the ways moves work by getting to a certain level and getting prerequisites. So, for example, Shockwave Slash, after using the arts, hold circle to alter the arts. I just love moves which alter like that. I think that's so cool, and I'm so sad that I never used it during my first playthrough. Obviously, I was a stupid, dumb child, and I didn't know intricate game mechanics back then. I just sort of took everything at face value. Like, oh yeah, you press the X, 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 and the circle, 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 and then you just do A arts and B arts. But there's so much more to it than that, and I just wanted to mention it because I'm rediscovering and learning things that I never knew before, and that just makes me so happy, because I am very nostalgic for this game, and I mentioned before it's not my favorite Tales game, but now that I'm learning new things about it, it's just making me like it and love it even more. Anyway, enough with that tangent. It's time for a character skit.
Do you remember what happened at Orland Woods?
That's where I had my field training, right? I fought a monster, and that strange power emerged.
That monster is what I wanted to talk to you about. I looked into the matter further.
Did you find anything?
Unfortunately, nothing that made any sense. To be completely honest with you, I don't even know if the monster you fought was a monster at all.
What do you mean?
The samples that I took didn't match those of any known life form in the kingdom. Even our top scientists said they'd never seen anything like it.
I see. I appreciate you taking the time and looking into it.
I thought you'd press me for more information. Are you so easily satisfied?
I wouldn't say satisfied. I guess I just sort of expected that to be the outcome.
Indeed. Well, that settles that.
My new powers awakened just when that monster appeared. There must be some kind of connection.
Yo, isn't that some pretty big news, Malik? I mean, a brand new scientific discovery of a new life form, potentially? I mean, we're worried about so many different things right now. I guess we can add that to the bucket list. Hey, old lady, random traveler. See you're still doing fine in this hut, and you're a new member to the group. Why, hello there, old-timer. Oh, hello there. Are you all on a trip? No, not today. I don't mean to bother you, but I couldn't help but notice your book. What, this? Oh, it's not mine. I just found it here, and I decided to take a look. It's called Windor's Military History. Oh! Oh! We need that book! Hey, isn't that the textbook we used at the Knight Academy? Oh, a cadet is it? Or are they making full knights so young these days? No, not quite. I mean, I did study hard, but... Hold on a moment. Are you? So you finally remembered me, hey, Mally? Cute nickname, Captain. Mally? Could you please not call me that, sir? You know this man, Captain? He's the former head instructor of the Knight Academy. He helped me get my start as a teacher. Really? And don't you forget it, kiddo. He's certainly spry for such an old-timer. How very kind of you to notice. So, what are you doing in this place, sir? I heard you left on a long journey some time ago. Yes, that's true. Running into you here is just a happy coincidence. So, why did you call him Mally? Asbel, I don't think we need to... Oh, that would be a nickname he earned after he became an instructor. You know, I just made that one little mistake. Wow, he's treating the captain like a little kid. Look, just... never mind. It's hard to look cool in front of your students, isn't it? It's kind of hard to imagine how you must have been back in those days, Captain. So, what were your grades like? What's wrong, Mally? Cat got your tongue? I can't quite recall. Oh, but I can. Mally here didn't go through the usual rigmarole. He went straight to being an instructor. Wait, so he never graduated from the academy? Is that even possible? In certain special circumstances, yes. It's true Mally always excelled in the art of combat, but... well, let's just say that experience alone wasn't enough to earn him a teaching spot. Remind me again, Mally, how did you end up teaching? Your daughter recommended me, and you know it. Now, can we be done with the public humiliation? You know how I dislike discussing the past. Captain, wait! Oh, that little brat never did stick around when the discussion turned to something he didn't like. What do you mean? I mean my daughter. She carried quite the torch for him back in the day. At least, until he left her. Mally's always been something of a lady killer, even if it's mostly by accident. I bet he hasn't changed a bit. Anyway, I should be on my way. Oh, but first, why don't you take this? I think it belongs to a cadet, so be sure to return it, alright? Why, thank you, old-timer. Malik acquired the Silver Hunt title. He was right on the money, Captain. Not much has changed. I mean, there's a certain instructor with glasses who has seemed to have fallen to you back at the academy, although you probably haven't noticed. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this episode. We're almost back to Lant, and I think this will be a good time to end things for now. So, on the next episode of Let's Play Tales of Gracie Zeph, we'll go over to Lant, we'll talk to Hubert, and hopefully we can get him to open negotiations with Richard. I'll see you guys then.